Well, that's just me. To each his own. But I mean, the main reason I always figured that people really didn't like Call of Duty was the fact that online, like every single kid has it for whatever reason. They just felt like it. So I don't know, and because of that, there's a much lower expectation of maturity. There's a much lower expectation. Yeah, there's a much lower expectation of maturity for stuff like that. And I don't know what exactly it is, but I have felt like in recent years there's been a huge influx of people who just don't want to take responsibility for anything, really. I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been one of those people, and I still kind of am. I am not a big fan of responsibility because that means more work for me and less time doing stuff that I actually want to do. Like do stuff like this or whatever. But I mean, and I have my own thoughts about like why this sort of stuff like that happens. But yeah, I don't know. I am not exactly the world's best role model, and I don't really know who is anymore. JonTron. Be like JonTron. Except not really. John's a great guy, from what I can... Oh my gosh, are you seeing this lag? Are you getting all of this lag that's happening to me when I was doing that right there? Seriously, what is up with this friggin' game, dude? What the, I move, okay. This is where I start getting frustrated a little bit because the game is becoming much more unplayable because of the lag. Like, I understand that some of it's probably my own fault, but I actually did let go of one of the buttons there and it just didn't work. I absolutely love how funky this guy is, though. I know I keep talking about that, but my gosh. That's good character. That's you understand his funkiness and how. Whoops! Hey, I jumped 10,000 times into spikes. Actually, this guy is rather androgynous. Not hydrogenous. That has something to do with water, doesn't it? Like, right there. It didn't move up last time I tried. Okay. Nice. Okay. Wait, were those always flowers like that? Because that seemed like something that was remarkably 70s. And I like that fact that it was 70s. Oh, wow, I didn't think I was going to hit the bullseye for that one. Pats. I guess pats on me. Yay, thank you, Moon. You're so nice. You're so nice to tell me these things. Awesome. I can do that. Alright. Low-hanging fruits. I wonder if that's a euphemism for Wall's Villa. I'll probably get some of those later. I just wanted to see how many I had to... Is that them? Okay, that is the boss level right there. I wonder what Timbletot's going to be doing for that one, actually. There's 4 years of suicide again. See, you know what would be really fun? I'm kind of going back to a little bit of that responsibility thing that I was talking about earlier. But, see, I'm generally a really negative, cynical person. But I really do wish that every single person out there was able to do what they loved for their job. Because everyone would be happy and, I don't know. you know, you can kind of see where I'm going. It's like, if everyone's actually doing something they enjoy doing, then then having them work is not like a chore for them. It's something they actually want to do. That's why I'm going into music. I mean, I have such a passion for music, I guess. That's why I really do enjoy. That's why I decided to study it, because I mean, I guess I always figure your greatest love should be more of a hobby, so you don't get tired of it. But no, really, when it comes, I mean, I just love it so much, and I want it to be a part of my life for always. There's Maven Toast. He's probably going to be recording some more Meat Boy right here. You heard it from me, folks. He's recording all of that. He's recording all of it. Also, we're going to check out and see what skin I got for this guy. Oh, what? Wasn't for him? Mac Daddy. Oh my gosh. It's the guy from, Punch-Out? Is that Punch-Out? He stole my bike. That guy stole my bike. That's pretty great. That is pretty great. I gotta go back to the Rebel Bell, though. Rebel Bells. It's too classy for me not to do. What is he... Oh, what is he chewing on? That's what got me so messed up last time. I will bet you money there's a retro level, like, right there. Actually, I won't, because I don't have money to give away. I mean, I think no matter... kind of going back to what I was saying, I think everyone should, like, I don't know. I think everyone should kind of... I wish everyone could do what they love to do. Or at least work a job where they could still continuously do that. I was actually reading somebody made a comic on Tumblr about something. I think it was like some like motivational speaker was saying, where like people go to college to get jobs that they don't even want to do. And his thoughts were just, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you get a lower paying job or do whatever so that you could still have time to do what you actually love to do? I mean, I'm gonna go be a teacher. I'm going into 5 years of college to just be a teacher. That's ridiculous, if you ask me. Not to mention that teachers have get such little pay and like no respect, I feel, in society for bringing up people's kids. Sometimes better than the parents themselves do. I mean, I'm not speaking for every single parent, but like, teachers have such a profound impact on kids' lives because they spend so much time around them. Sometimes even more than they spend around the parents in like elementary school. Those kids are important. Those teachers are really important. You know? And, I mean, politicians get paid so much money. And, I mean, that's all well and good. They're making really big decisions. Same way, like, people who are in charge of corporations get paid, like, a lot of money. I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's just me. But, like, they get paid so much money, and kids don't, that's a bad example. I lied. But, like, it really bugs me that teachers, for how important what they do is, they're just really just kind of crapped on, I feel like, by society. I mean, I'm going to be in college for 5 years, at least, for my major. And I'm not going to make a lot of money at my major. And it just sometimes I just wonder what makes it worth it, and then I just always remember it's the people I get to affect. It's the people whose lives I'm able to possibly change for the better. I mean, the same reason I'm kind of doing this. I mean, certainly if I wanted to do this for fame and popularity, I would choose something else, because there's no way I'm ever going to get noticed with the large amount of Let's Players there are out there. You know? I mean, I'm not like, I'm generally, honestly, not all that funny. You know. Like, I'm not always laugh central. Because, I mean, I play games I really like. Like, it would be fun, and I've been toying around, I think I've mentioned it before on this, that, I've been thinking about doing like a video game review show in the same vein as like John Tron or whatever else. Oh yeah, there's one of my buddies. He just got Awesome Knots today. See, he listened. He understands. He gets it. And hopefully you guys all got that game too. So you should all friend me and we can do stuff. Anyways, like, I don't know. I just, in general, I think there's a lot wrong with society nowadays. I know I missed it. Whoops. That actually was unintentional, but okay. Just, I don't know. You know me. Like, if I really wanted to be popular, I would not be doing this. I'm doing this because I figure I can make some friends and maybe brighten some people's day if I ever possibly get that opportunity. I mean, I know I'm not all that funny. I'm not all that interesting. I mean, what do I talk about? Maven goes like really far in depth into games. Good for him. I mean, he plays a lot of games that he can do that with, or like do whatever. I do a lot of like reactionary, and then I just kind of stream of consciousness what I'm thinking, like what I'm doing right now. But I don't know. I just thank you all for watching, and I hope I have somehow either made you think or made your day a little bit better or whatever. Because that's the reason I'm doing this. But really, I mean, you know how everybody kind of has their own little like pipe dream of the one thing that they would absolutely love to do? Mine would be to be an electronic musician. I fell in love with that, the like electronic dance music after. Funny story. The reason I'm even doing that sort of thing is the combination of Pokemon and Daft Punk. Yeah, it's really stupid, but I was listening to like back around when Black and White were still new and coming out. This has been a really bad level, I would like to say first off, but like around the time that Black and White first came out. They had been out in Japan already, so like all the designs were online, and I was part of the Pokemon forum, and I was freaking out. Have I already told this story? If so, just watch me fail through the next couple parts. You can probably mute it, but I had found that I really liked Zuruzukin, the one that became Scrafty, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna. And I mean, around that time, it's like, okay, I'm gonna look up some art and see if anybody's done art for the guy. And I got sent, and I found this DeviantArt link that had Scrafty and Scraggy, and one was wearing one of the Daft Punk helmets, which I immediately recognized. I mean, because come on, who hasn't heard of Daft Punk? Also, they're coming out with a new album, which I've almost never been so excited for an album in my life, but I digress. And one of them was wearing the Daft Punk helmet, and the other one was wearing the Deadmau5 helmet, the mouse head. And I'm like, what is this thing? I had no idea what it was. So I looked up. So in the description, the guy said like wearing a Daft Punk helmet and mouse head. And I'm like, okay, what's this mouse head? And so I go from that, and I found Deadmau5. And that's how that all started with me. So yeah, that's the reason I even know anything about any sort of dance music. I just got into it, I fell in... Wow, you have to do a quick jump there. Like, I got into it, I absolutely fell in love with it. I mean, and it fit with this type of music that I used to be really good at writing. Just stuff, really, really, really short stuff. Like short little ideas repeated over and over again. Like I had old music from when I had first started composition, and what it basically was a bunch of short little ideas. And that's just what I did, and it's And that's just, I mean, that's what I've always been really good at when it comes to writing music. So it was a pretty easy transition for me to go from writing these short little ideas and kind of a minimalism stuff for like actual instruments to doing that sort of stuff for electronic type music. So that's how that all started. That's my history with the entire friggin' thing.